Okay, at this time we will have the presentation of colors. Okay, you may be seated, please. Thank you. Good evening, and welcome to Warwick High School 2006 Commencement Ceremony. This is a time to formally recognize the achievements of our students who have earned academic completion of the requirements set forth by our administration and our school board. Because of this reverent occasion, we ask that you restrict self-expression to clapping. We thank you in advance for your respect and for your cooperation. At this time, I would like to welcome Ms. Ayanna Russell.
With wide eyes and curious minds, we entered the doors of Warwick High School. We wandered through the halls and stumbled to our homerooms. Yet, as the years have passed, we have watched each other grow into mature young adults. The boys finally grew taller. Loving relationships have developed. Beautiful friendships have blossomed, and memories have been made. Yet, after 4 years of tests, projects, papers, and report cards, one thing remains the same. The bonds that we have made with each other cannot easily be broken. We will never forget our many preparations for homecomings and pep rallies, studying for tests, staying after school, or just hanging out with friends. It seems like just yesterday we named Charlie and Shanika homecoming king and queen, or saw John Conlon dress up as Captain Planet in The Incredible Hulk. Who can forget TNT's outstanding dance moves, or Natalia's violin solos? Your fondest memories of high school are memories that will always be a part of who you are. Nevertheless, we are on the verge of embarking upon the next chapter of our lives. It is a chapter filled with even greater memories, opportunities, and advancements. The class of 2006 has been strong, and will continue to succeed as long as we remember to develop our character, stay committed to whatever we do, and embrace creativity. A wise man once said, "Make it thy business to know thyself," which is the most difficult lesson in the world. It is a difficult task to discover who you are, but if it takes all of your life, make it your business to know who you are in order to understand what you can become. To thine own self be true. Your character will follow you regardless of whatever road you travel. Make it your responsibility to develop your character through integrity, hard work, and determination. Be honest, trustworthy, and dependable. You will be surprised at the opportunities that will unfold from there. Fellow graduates, whether you plan to further your education or enter the workforce, be committed. Endure criticisms, and likewise endeavor to always be patient of the faults and imperfections of others. Be persistent. Every noble work is at first impossible. The greatest inventions were single triumphs in the midst of 1,000 failures. And finally, be creative. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be ignited. Education should not stop in the classroom, but should be used and implemented every day. Use the lessons that you have learned to create new ways to do things. It is our generation that will answer the burning questions of the future. We are the builders for eternity. For the class of 2006, raise your heads to the sky with hopes and dreams held high. Here's to friends we've lost and gained, and the people we'll never know by name. To the bonds that we've made and albums we've filled, memories that may fade but never be killed. Here's to phone calls filled with tears, and to the hours spent talking away our fears. To the people we thought deserved our hearts, whom now we bash and rip apart. Here's to the pictures and the frames with stories to say that we will be sure to pack when we go away. To the football games we watched beneath the lights, and our cheers and chants drifting through the night. Here's to proms and dances and high school romances, to homecoming games with all the wins in our name. Here's to late nights we've spent supposedly cramming for tests and coffee to make up for our rest. To the dances and events that took months to create, the night before worries that came too late. Here's to the tears we knew we'd cry, to the people and places we say goodbye, to the wild and bizarre things we've done that we remember to be fun. Here's to the letters we have left unsigned. May our identities be revealed all in due time. To the relationships we wonder how we ever live without, and the questions we look back on and laugh about. So now, it is our time to place our pencils down, put our caps on, and turn our tassels around. Listen for our names and let them echo through, and realize how fast these 4 years just flew. Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce to you Ms. Shanika Floyd, Senior Student Council Association President.
At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Patricia Woodbury, the school board member, Dr. William Collins, a school board member, Mr. Richard Donaldson, school board member, Mr. Everett A. Teddy Hicks Sr., school board member, Dr. Marcus J. Newsom, superintendent, Dr. Ashby Kilgore, Chief Strategic Planning and School Improvement. And in the audience is Mr. Robert Johnson, Executive Director of High School Education. And at this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Patricia Woodbury.
Congratulations, graduates. I can tell you're happy, but I can assure you there are others in this audience that are even more happy. Right, parents? On behalf of the Newport News School Board, I want to tell you how proud we are that you have achieved the goals we set for you, and more importantly, those goals you set for yourself. Over the Memorial Day weekend, I was privileged to attend the graduation at the Juilliard School at Lincoln Center in New York City. One of the recipients of an honorary doctorate said that the two most important words in a speech were, "In closing, Wynton Marsalis the great jazz trumpetist, was the graduation speaker, and he got up and introduced his speech by saying, "In closing, but you're not going to be that lucky." He went on to give wonderful advice to the graduates, and I plan to do the same. My advice for your future is in the form of 10 paradoxical commandments. They were written by a student that graduated from Harvard University in the 60s. The paradoxical commandments do not focus on populist symbols of success like wealth, power, or fame. Instead, they focus on meaning, the meaning you get from loving others, doing good, being honest, thinking big, fighting for underdogs, building, helping others, and giving the world the best you've got. Here they are. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs but follow only top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you do help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best you have, and you'll get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. When you live the paradoxical life, you will find personal meaning in a crazy world. You will make a difference. You will change lives. One of the lives you change might be your own. I'm grateful to Dr. Newsom, our superintendent, and Mrs. Robinson, your principal, for making it possible for you to have a copy of these paradoxical commandments. They will be included in your diploma as a gift from me. Refer to them often when something happens in your life and you don't quite know how to handle it. There are extras if parents or staff would like a copy. There are two other great leaders whose writings have inspired me. The first is Martin Luther King, Jr., who stated, "It is always the right time to do the right thing." When you have decisions to make, think about this saying, and you will know in your heart what to do. The next is the inscription on former President Reagan's grave. "I know in my heart that man is good, that what is right will always eventually triumph, and that there is purpose and worth to each and every life." I challenge you to find your purpose and worth. In closing, yes, I finally said it, in closing, but I haven't finished. I want to tell you a story that I heard on the evening news last year. The news featured a young man who had just graduated from Harvard and was planning to be a doctor, but he had become interested in the stories of ordinary people. He outfitted a large bus that had recording equipment in it and started traveling around the country collecting and recording stories. Individuals were asked to interview another person for about 45 minutes, and some of the stories were quite incredible. The newscast ended with a comment by an Afghan woman after she had been interviewed. She said, "Now I understand about democracy and America. My story matters." And so I tell you, graduates, your story matters. Say it with me. My story matters. My story matters. Remember that and make your story one that will make us all proud. Thank you and congratulations.
We will now have a special musical selection by the Warwickshire Singers, directed by Miss Lynn Ballou.
There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come, and I am filled with wonder. Sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. Yes, I am strong on your shoulders. You raise me up all I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you, Ms. Ballou, for that wonderful selection. At this time, I have the privilege to have the distinct honor of highlighting our two salutatorians and our valedictorian. I will start with Stephanie Brown. Stephanie Brown earned a GPA of 4.58. She will be attending MIT in the fall. She will pursue a career in science research. Stephanie has received a plethora of awards and recognitions. Just to highlight a few, she volunteers at the Virginia Living Museum Observation. She is awarded an AP Scholar with distinct honors, awarded Outstanding Delegate at William and Mary Modeled UN Conference in 2005. Stephanie is a member of the Warwick High School swim team and cross-country team. She holds awards in City and Regional Computer Challenge for Java programming, and Stephanie receives multiple science awards for school, city, region, and state competition. Please help me in honoring Ms. Stephanie Brown.
Hello. Well, it's truly an honor to be here in front of you today. I guess I always assumed that this spot was reserved for someone a little bit smarter and, well, a little bit better than me, Aaron and Brian. They're sitting over there. Well, I'm going to take the liberty and go ahead and say that a lot of you do not know me, so I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Stephanie, and as one girl put it, I like to get dressed in the dark. I also like to do some other fun things, but they're not that interesting to you. You see, I'm just another person who, as other people do, cannot have too many friends, and yes, I do have friends. One of the strongest forces I have noticed throughout my 720 days, or 5,040 hours, or 302,400 minutes at Warwick is indeed friendship. This school is built upon close ties. Look around you. We do not get to choose the people that we are sitting with, and yet we spend almost a third of our day with them. And it works, especially for this school. We come together so well at practices, at games, at dances, pep rallies, fundraisers, and even field trips to everywhere, to the Eastern Shore, to Hamlet, and even to the Apollo. I'm sure you can pick out many people in this room tonight that have helped you do your homework, made you laugh, or made you come to practice. I know I can. And man, I even hang out with these same people in school and out of school, basically all my time, as crazy as that may sound. The thing is, I love them, as all of us love and need our friends. Even the teachers here are amazing. I do not know what I would have done without them, so thank you. We, the class of 2006, love you very much, and we appreciate all the after-school help, makeups, take-home tests, and of course, warnings about absences. What this all means is that it does not matter what you do, but rather if you are loving what you do with the people that you love. I simply love being with my friends and my teachers, and I actually enjoy school. I'm an IB kid, and I'm proud of it, because that is simply what is right for me. I can only hope you do what is right for you. For my friends, well, some of them, and me, we like telling horrible math jokes, just sometimes. Or in my case, just horrible jokes. But it is my choice who I spend my time with, as it is everyone's choice in this room. Yet we, the graduates, must have all made one same choice, or at least one same desire, to leave Warwick High School and all K-12 schools forever, except those, of course, of you who want to be teachers. But for the rest of us, I do mean forever. It is no secret, I cannot wait until after this graduation, and then I'm free. Even if I do like school, and I do love my teachers, and I know that everyone else here is thinking the exact same thing. From the first day we walked through the doors, we have been itching to get out of here. Well, I hate to be the one to tell you and break it to you, but we finally did it. We finally turned in that last product and finished that last test. And now, here we are. As products of our desire to leave this school, we have in fact made ourselves and the world much more intelligent. This passion is not just limited to wanting to leave school, but it can emerge anywhere, in class, in in a person, or even in an idea. Personally, my passion is science, and more importantly, the people that I love. It does not matter what yours is, or even if you know what it is right this instant, but simply that there is something in this world that makes it all worthwhile. It does not matter if that makes you rich or poor, but simply happy and satisfied. I believe something, which some people think is silly, that life should not be lived from one holiday to another. It is meant to be lived day to day. I want with all my heart to live today and then tomorrow. I long to wake up in the morning wanting to get up 365 days out of the year and not just 10. This is passion. I want to be able to say that I did something with my life and not regret one thing. I am thankful I at least had the chance, and I thank and love all of you who have given me that chance. Thank you.
Okay, our second salutatorian is Aaron Harps. Aaron, who have earned a GPA of 4.58, will attend Yale in the fall. Aaron will pursue a career in humanities. Some of Aaron's accolades at Warwick High School include member of the Warwick High School National Honor Society, Math and French Honor Society. Aaron is a National Merit Scholarship finalist, AP Scholar with distinction, earning the maximum score of 5 AP exams. She holds multiple awards in school, city, and regional science fairs. She is a senior class secretary and assist editor for the yearbook staff. Erin participated in Relay for Life for the past 5 years. She volunteers for the Virginia Living Museum. Again, please help me in welcoming Erin Harps.
Thank you. I'm honored to have been given the chance to speak to you today, yet, in all truth, I'm unsure what you who are sitting before me, my peers, and your families expect of me. Profound wisdom? Like some of you, I'm only 17. A set of surefire steps to success? If anyone here has those, please, I'll be right over there after the ceremony. The truth is, I have no words of wisdom or easy answers for you, because I have no words of wisdom or easy answers for myself. I'll be receiving the same high school diploma when I walk across the stage, and in that I am akin to each and every one of you. As of this moment, we are all equally significant because we are all facing the same question. This is the question of what we want to do with our lives, and there are two choices: to be original or to accept convention. To be original is to envision something completely new and see it through until it becomes tangible. It is to create, to introduce to the world something which has never been seen before and to stand out as its creator. It is not a state, but an action. To accept convention, then, is to do the opposite. It is to be satisfied with what exists, but not to perfect it. It is to live, perhaps to live well, but not to live boldly. It is to exist, but not to create. There is no shame in choosing this option. Concern with the tangible is vital to our nation. The publishers who print out copies of books, the manufacturers of the things we buy, and the salespeople who sell them to us are all necessary. They too have good families and good lives. They too can have an impact through their kindnesses. They are important. But you will not read their names in history textbooks. It is the original people who are remembered. It is they who write the books, think up new ways to manufacture products, and design the things we buy. Of course, almost everyone wants to be original, but in actuality, originality is a very tough thing to achieve. That's why there are so few people who actually do it. Originality is far more elusive than mere uniqueness or individuality, which you're entitled to simply because you don't share a brain with the person sitting next to you. You'll have to pursue it throughout the whole of your lives. And let me tell you, it's fast. You'll have to sweat to chase it down. Pursuing this choice means you'll never be comfortable, because you'll have to think on your feet and faster than the other 6 billion people out there. And it comes with no guarantees of recognition or fame, although it might give you a greater chance at it. Nevertheless, at this point, I'm sure many of you are willing to rise to that challenge, and all of you should be applauded for that. But do not think that because you have made the selection here, in this auditorium, that your decision is final. The decision you make between being the most vibrant thread in the tapestry and being one of the background colors is not a short-term choice. You will have to remind yourselves of it every day. When you get in the car to go to work, or sit down in the doctor's office or the hair salon, you'll have to think about your decision to be original, and you'll have to reinforce it over and over. It's far easier to slip back into the world of the concrete than to rise into a world of abstraction. Once you accept convention and are satisfied with what exists already, you may never feel the need to go beyond it again. Maintaining originality means constantly thinking about the choice I am presenting to you right now, and that is a tough thing. When I started, I said that every one of you graduates sitting in this auditorium is significant because you have yet to make the choice between the drive for novelty and satisfaction with the established. But this will not always remain so. Whether you continue to be significant or not will depend on nothing more or less than the outcome of your choice. You'll always be able to tell the ones who've chosen originality. They'll party along with the rest of us, but they will be vaguely distant, as if faced with the task of remembering something they might have forgotten. In fact, I'm willing to bet that you can pick them out right now. So, in closing, I ask that you take a look at the person sitting next to you. Does he or she look like the kind of person who will have faded into conventionality in 5 or 6 years? Do you?
Good.
Okay, Brian, our class of 2006 valedictorian, earned a GPA of 4.61. Brian will be attending West Point Academy in the fall. Brian has received multiple recognitions for scholarship, leadership, and athletics. A sample of highlights from his high school career includes membership in the National Honor Society as well as the German and Math Honor Society, participation in the National Merit Scholarship Program, attending Virginia Boys State, award-winning for the Virginia Math League contest, lettered in cross-country indoor and outdoor track, and was the captain of the team multiple years. Brian is an Eagle Scout with the Boy Scouts of America who has volunteered with the Food Bank for the Virginia Peninsula and with Port Homeless Shelter programs for the past 4 years. Please join me in welcoming Brian Fries.
Good evening, fellow graduates, faculty, and distinguished guests. It is truly my pleasure to stand before you this evening and give the graduation address. I was asked to speak about the future, and I'm sure all of you are expecting a cliche-filled speech telling you that anything is possible and that you can do anything that you want to do. But I'm going to take a little different route tonight. Of course, these things are true. In this day and time, you all have the talents and abilities to become whomever or whatever you want to be. But what's going to set you apart? How are you going to distinguish yourself from the other 360 graduates in maroon robes? One single answer is hard to pin down, but at the root lays determination, ambition, and high expectations. I went to Coach Moore and asked him for his best motivational quote about the future, ready for some deep line about opportunity, possibility, and basketball. But instead, I got a short and simple phrase: raise the bar to go far. This is the perfect answer to the question I posed before. If you raise the bar of your ambitions and raise the level in which you believe in yourself, you will raise the bar of your success. If you expect more from yourself and push yourself past the limits of your expectations in your comfort zone, you will achieve more. It's as simple as that. Another answer is through service, and this is what I would like to focus on. I'm not up here to preach, and I'm not up here to lecture, but I would like to encourage all of us to also raise the bar of our service to the nation. We would not be here celebrating tonight if not for the countless numbers who have done just this, dedicating their lives to the civic responsibility of keeping America free. Who will soon be called to do this duty? Us. You do not have to pick up a weapon or run for political office to keep America free. This cheerful service can be done in a variety of ways, from volunteering at a local food bank, to tutoring younger children, to simply obeying laws and respecting our fellow man. We are all going our separate ways to different schools and into many careers, but we can still have the common thread of service. Our future is bright and will be even brighter if we all do the best we can to preserve our freedoms. Whatever career you choose, use it for personal growth, but also for the growth of this great nation which has provided us with the opportunity for success. Use your service to stand out and make your mark. And why not start now, tonight, right here? Don't wait, the future is now. To quote Ronald Reagan, if not us, who? If not now, when? I would like to close with an excerpt from the U.S. Military Academy Cadet Prayer. I'm using it not so much as a prayer, but as words of advice and guidance for the future. Strengthen and increase our admiration for honest dealing and clean thinking, and suffer not our hatred of hypocrisy and pretense ever to diminish. Encourage us in our endeavor to live above the common level of life. Make us to choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong, and never to be content with a half-truth when the whole truth can be won. Endow us with courage that is born of loyalty to all that is noble and worthy, that scorns to compromise with vice and injustice, and knows no fear when truth and right are in jeopardy. Guard us against flippancy and irreverence in the sacred things of life. Grant us new ties of friendship and new opportunities of service. Kindle our hearts in fellowship with those of a cheerful countenance, and soften our hearts with sympathy for those who sorrow and suffer. In closing, class of 2006, especially Disco Stew, I would like to thank you for this opportunity, and again, in the words of Coach Moore, remind all of us to raise the bar to go far. Good luck, God bless, and go Army.
Okay, at this moment we will have a selection by the Warwickshire Singers, and at this time I would ask all of the graduates to please stand. Okay, you may be seated. Thank you. Okay, good evening and welcome. School board members, parents, students, faculty and staff, and members of the Warwick High School class of 2006. It is indeed an honor to share with you this special event. More importantly, it has been my privilege to have shared with you this experience that has led us to this occasion. Graduation is a time to enjoy the fruits of past achievements, to set new goals, and even more importantly, to renew commitment to those values that make you the individuals that you are. This is a time to reflect on your many accomplishments and to recall all of those meaningful events that have contributed greatly to this culminating activity and present you rites of passage into adulthood. Your parents, guardians, teachers, and friends have watched as you toil long nights on projects, study for tests that determined your status in class, and juggled work schedules that compromise your study schedules. At this time, I would like to say to your support group, I know that you have waited 4 long years for this moment to excel. For all that you have done to make this a reality, we salute you. Graduates, remember to always give thanks for those who took time to support you and who did not give up on you, even when times were rough. And now, I would like to address you personally. As was printed on your t-shirts, you are the ones that mothers warned us about. As I ponder the rationale behind this message, I conclude that the class of 2006 contains people who will do great things. Therefore, connotatively, the word warning means that other people will be told about you in a positive manner, notified to look up to you, informed about your excellence, advised to follow your footsteps, cautioned not to stand in your path. Hence, you are the ones that mothers warned us about. 3 years ago, you entered high school rich in tradition with an established reputation for excellence. You took the reputation as a challenge, and in doing so have added new dimension to the legacy of Warwick Raiders. Over the past years, we have shared excitement, joy, frustration, victories, and defeats. Through it all, you have proven that you are ready to claim your place alongside the best. You did not sit on the sidelines and watch the parade pass by. You rose to the occasion. By being recognized as district debate champions, leading the district in science fair winners, receiving an excellent rating in district orchestra and band festivals, achieving the Peninsula District Championship in volleyball, boys swimming, as well as forensics, securing the Peninsula High School Bowling Traveling League, and posting 54 IB diploma candidates, donating $1,000 to the Leukemia Society, accepting offers to many colleges and universities throughout the United States, being recognized as Merit Scholarship finalists, having not one, but 2 salutatorians, receiving over $3.7 million in grants and scholarships. And lastly, receiving national recognition in Newsweek for the 3rd year in a row as one of the top public high schools in the United States. These verbs, recognize, leading, receiving, achieving, securing, posting, donating, and accepting, are the footprints that you leave behind for those who will follow you. When you entered high school, you entered a great support system to help you to feel your way through. Now as you are about to enter society, you must look inside yourself and realize how less intimidated you are by the uniqueness of those around you and how much more grounded you are to enter into the exciting and most diverse real world. In closing, continue to use the knowledge gained in Newport News schools as a solid foundation to build your individual dreams. Thank you. At this time, I would like the class of 2006 to please stand and ask Ayana to join me. By the authority vested in me as your principal, by the Commonwealth of Virginia, and by the School Board of Newport News, I declare that each of you have successfully completed the course of study required for a high school diploma and are thus graduates of Warwick High School. As a symbol of this important transition, you may now turn your tassels. Okay, we ask that you please be seated. At this time, I would like the line marshals to prepare for the presentation of diplomas to our graduates. Again, I would like to remind the audience to exercise respect so that each family member may hear the name of their graduates as their name is called. We will begin the presentations of diplomas.
Tamara K. Abahazy. Huso Akaratovic. Tiana Deshay Alexander. Christine Maria Alger. Stuart T. Allen. Brittany Danielle Alston. Rose Aram Duffy Amanen. Andrella Marie Anderson. Alfred B. Ankama. Tyler Antonori. Sean Arbuckle. Antonio Christopher Banks. Christopher D'Angelo Banks. Christopher Barkus. Jarkey Barnes. Jamaica Batts. Samantha F. Bourne. Aaron Beatty. Michelle Betzall. Taryn Michelle Bedsall. Copeland Stephen Bedward. Irvin Boganovic. Xtavia Sheshbrian Belton. Joseph Birch. Taylor Bishop. Carl Bolitho. Curtis Bova. Hannah Elizabeth Bowman. Charles Douglas Box, Lacey Marie Boyd, Wilbur Lee Boyd, Nareda Ramia Branch, Daniel Maurice Braxton, Shamanice Braxton, Brian Brenniger, Kayla Brooks, Duwan Brown, India Jordi Brown, Jessica Renee Brown, Lawrence Brown, Stephanie M. Brown, Valerie Renee Bryant, Alonzo J. Bullock, Janelle Doris Burkhalter, Natalie Birdsong, Anthony M. Cadena, James Cannon, Dana Rose Carson, Jaleesa Carter, Noeli Casillas Rodriguez, Michael Chamberlain, Justin Alexander Chambly, Yikto Chan, Alicia Lenice Cheatham, Edwin Ramel Cisco, Matthew Scott Klein, Edward Coleman, Jonathan Michael Conlon,
Elizabeth Arlene Connor, Michelle Evelyn Connor, Dana Shay Cook, Jason Michael Cooper, Othan Cooper, Taja Cooper, Cody Cornelier, Rachel Crane, Natasha Ann Crippen, Tiffany Dawn DaCosta, Jennifer Ann Dale, Terrell Ramon Darden, Lauren Davidizer, Amber Deaton. Corey Deal. Janae Dixon. Carl Dorsey. Julisse Danielle Dorch. Sharon Naima Dove. Thomas Dowdy. David Dowless. Major Dudley. Sarah Catherine Durant. Elena Boyd Durham. Wesley Edward Easter. Tierra Chantel Edwards. Valdislav Efremov. Annette Kim Eggert. Jennifer Lauren Eisenhower. Jennifer Lee Ellington. David Loy Elliott Jr. Dante Ellis. Nicholas Benjamin Allen Evans. Jasmine Shanice Felder. Steve R. Fitchett. Suzanne Michelle Fleming. Shanika Antoinette Floyd. Ashley Marie Foster. Casey Allison Fowler. Alicia Sydney Fox. Rachel Leanne Fox. Fago White Franklin III. Jonathan Rashad Franklin. Seychelle Dominique Freeman. Brian Robert Freeze. Nichelle Rose Gaines. Maria Isabel Galarza. Stephen Tyler Garlow. Dwayne L. George. Natalie Selena Margot Gibbs. Andrew T. Goodman. Timothy John Gordy. Jessica Lynn Gray. Tygus J. Green. Rayana Michelle Grice. Lalaine Marie Grudemeyer. Dominic Angelo Guari. Jerez Hamlin. Matthew Ryan Hanrahan. Jonathan Dontre Hardy.
Erin Elizabeth Mackey Harbst. Taniqua Janelle Harris. Victoria Ashley May Harris. Honormus Harrison. Damar Sean Hawkins. Benjamin Paul Hebert. Jessica Elise Hedrick. Charles M. Henry Jr. Corinne Tiana Hicks. Catherine Lucia Hilder. Donna Ruth Hill. Latanya Rena Hill. Megan Ann Hom. Kyle Warren Hosley. Alan Isaac Fleming Hunter. William Brant Hurdle. John Clay Jackson. Priscilla L. Jackson. Rachel Leah Jackson. Justin Vaughn Tria Javier. Ronaldo Armando John. Kyaquante Y. Johnson. Akila Mandisha Jones. Christina Chantel Jones. Diane Renee Jones. Dantes M. Jones. Jennifer L. Jones. Kyle D. Jones. Roland Antonio Jordan. Junior Joseph. Elizabeth Angel Jutras. Joshua S. Camarade. Kalisha Marie Kennedy. Kiwan Kim. DeMarco Shanye King. Lena Kierkegaard. Danielle Elizabeth Kirsch. Vanessa Marie Koch. Timothy Michael Cooney. Amanda Marie Larson. Chantil M. Lassiter. Jasmine Candace Law. Christopher J. Laws. Samuel T. Lee. Shantia Deschanette Lewis. Dominique Angelo Love. Shen D. Liu. Frances Patricia Lund. Yui Machida. Ebony Nikia Mackey. Jessica Lorraine Maggio. Taisha Renee Mallory Wood. John G. Marshall. Yatira Martinez. Mary Felice R. Marundin. David Lawrence Mather. Christopher James Matrenga.
Angelique Matthews. John Paul Mayashiro. Philip Timothy Mazzola. Nelson Allen McCann. Kevin Darnell McClinton. Devlin Rex McConnell. Andrew Kristen McGee. Emmanuel Alonz McGlone. Tasha L. Merricks. Kenya D. Miller. Renard C. Miller. Stephen Ross Miller. Devin Sherrod Mitchell. LaShawna Mitchell. James Philip Monson. Patricia Ann Moorman. Bryce Austin Mura. Spencer Joseph Mura. Christina Marie Natal. Humberto Alfredo Nelson. Darius Newby. Kara Joelle Nickerson. Kelly Jo North. Ashley Marie Obling. Heather Christina Odom. Janae Lachelle Oates. Robin Lynn O'Malley. Theodore Conrad Outlaw, Jr. Christopher Michael Page. Portia Shante Palmer. Vivian K. Peoples. Eric G. Pennell. Sienna Pincheva. Jason Matthew Perez. Renita LaShonda Perkins. Destiny A. Peters. Brandon Keith Peterson. Brittany Joyce Pierce. Daryl Dwayne Plymate. Leslie Ann Powell. Catherine Allison Proper. Samuel Rives Prodich. Christopher Thomas Redford. Roberto A. Reefer. Lorenzo Jermaine Reed. Jessica Diane Reynolds. Ashley Richardson. Bianca Bettina Richardson. Tajer J. Richardson. Linda Rios Aguilla. Kian Jaleel Robinson. Wade Lafayette Robinson. Ashley Nicole Roby. Robert Paul Rodriguez. Sasha Michelle Rodriguez. Max David Rubenstein. Allison Rudnick. Jessica Nicole Ruggiero. Ayana Lise Russell. Mina Sa. Jasmine Lene Salters. Chantel Sherelle Sanders. Jamaris Malik Sanders.
Natalia Lachey Sanders. Brian Chong Sato. Cameron Harwood Saunders. Craig Lamar Saunders. Ashley Lauren Ashley Scoggins. Tiffany Nicole Scott. Robert Deontay Seward. Brandon Angelo Shackelford. Daniel Logan Sheen. Robert Louis Shelton. Ashley LeContis Shepard. David Eric Shamazu Shropshire. Mamie Claire Siphon. Michael Anthony Siltz. Ashley Lynn Sylvia. Courtney Alexander Simpson. Christopher Andrew Singles. Alonzo Julio Lamont Smallwood. Antoine Rashad Smith. Cordero Lawan Smith. Eric Allen Smith. Gabrielle Charmaine Smith. Ike Kim Smith. Latasha Renee Smith. Zachary Charles Soder. Lauren Adrian Stewart. Alan Stone. Terrell Struthers. Shantae Monet Stubbs. Lauren Capri Stutz. Timothy Swicegood. Ivan Tabor. Amanda Mercedes Tarmy. Christian Maria Taylor. Karen Elizabeth Terrell. Ashley Tierra Thacker. Rebecca Christine Thomas. Rochelle J. Thomas. Jamie Lee Thompson. Patricia Gloria Top. Matthew Anthony Tusi. Casey Nicole Tupi. Dante D. Turner. Jessica Christina Turoff. Melissa Ann Upshaw. Michelle Nadine Van Pelt. Daniel Varela. Sarah Ann Wallstrom. Carlette Latoria Walker. Lindsay Erin Walker. Amanda Lee Ward. Patrick Ian Warthen. Ian Trevor Watson. Michael L. Webster. Ryan Wells. Michael A. Whitaker. Sharnera Deshay White. Frank Jerome White, Jr.
Keon Lamont White. Kevin Lamar White. Josiah Whitehead. Ashley Marie Williams. Gregory Ellis Williams. Mallory Lynn Williams. Melissa Ann Williams. Teresa Nakia Williams. Sarah Elizabeth Willis. Alicia Wilson. Derica Shanine Wilson. Janae Nicole Wilson. Sheena LaQuaisha Wilson. Crystal Shantae Winslow. Jasmine Unique Woods. Daniel Michael Wojtowicz. Heather Nicole Wright. Justina Carey Wright. Tuzal Yang. Otha V. Yarborough. Crystal Hyen Yi. Elizabeth Catherine Yawn.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations, class of 2006. If you could be seated, class of 2006, congratulations. Okay, in closing, I take this opportunity to express my confidence in you. I believe in you. I respect you. I charge you to excel, and I stand here grateful for having shared with you this year. Stay true to what is best in you. Continue to expose yourself of new ideas. Look for the core of what makes each person human, and appreciate the details that make them unique. Again, congratulations. Thank you.